Today is very important because we're trying to teach the kids fire safety. We want to make sure they know where to go whenever there's a fire at their house, to call 911 and not to hide from us. Do not hide underneath the bed, do not hide in the closet. Look for us, and when you see us, run to us, don't hide from us, because we want to get you out of that fire ASAP. We want to get you out and try to save your life. That's the main message for the little kids, is we only have a certain amount of time in that fire, breathing our air. We don't want to spend time looking under beds and in a closet and miss something. We want to make sure they're right out there in the open, we can grab them and get them out of there. It doesn't always happen like that, but hiding from us is not good. It makes our job a lot harder. And with the older ones, I think we want to make sure they understand is get out first and then call 911 and meet up wherever you're supposed to meet up with your family. Make a pre-fire plan, meet up at the mailbox or wherever, so everybody's not scared, and don't take anything with you unless it's your little brother. You can take him with you, but don't take your stuffed animals, your pets, your toys. None of that's important. Leave it. Just get out.
The firefighters weren't the only special guests to visit Romeo this month.
We brought in a BMX bike show, which is what's happening behind me. Our kids are loving it. Students who sold 10 or more items got preferential seating for the event. And then our top 5 sellers were allowed to slime Mrs. Bayless, our principal, right before the beginning of the show.
It was all a reward for helping raise money to install engaged classroom equipment throughout the school.
They were working towards #1 sliming Miss Bayless. They were challenging her in the hallways. She would walk by and they would say, "We're going to get you, we're going to get you." They didn't realize that what we're doing is trying to put classrooms with engaged technology. All they were looking for is the BMX bike show and also sliming Miss Bayless.
It's good.
Once she got cleaned up from her sliming, Kathy Bayless became a part of the BMX show.
He's over the chair. What do you guys think? Should he go for it?
She didn't know that until we first arrived here and started setting up ramps. I had asked her if she was going to be the one we were jumping over, and she was like, "Well, I didn't know I was being jumped over, but I'll do it." So, you know, she was very happy to help us out, which was awesome.
The really awesome part, and what the kids probably don't even realize, is they were actually helping to improve their learning experience.
We were able to purchase the equipment through our Title I funds, but the installation cannot be paid for with that money. So we challenged our PTO to help us, we challenged our students, and we are able to now put 14 engaged classrooms into our school.
I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. All right.
Playing the game of golf takes a great deal of focus to be successful. At Marion County Public Schools, our focus is not only giving our students the best education possible, it is also about giving back to our community.
We are focusing on what's good and right at Romeo Elementary and focusing in on being kind, not just to each other and to our teachers and our parents, but to our community. And that's part of what we're doing this week, is talking about United Way and how we can be kind to our community. Today is Kindness Rocks, so we're all dressing like rock stars. Students have been encouraged to dress up in the different themes and donate $1 a day towards United Way so that they can, in addition to having fun on campus, that they can support their community as well.
With Marion County Public Schools being the largest contributor to the United Way, it is a collective effort not just by the individual schools, but also by the different departments and district staff.
Employment Services did their part by donning their finest Kentucky Derby hats, while district administrators honed their skills on the links participating in the annual MCPS golf tournament. All administrators are encouraged to bring their A game, but not everybody gets a passing grade. But hey, it doesn't matter. It's all for a very good cause. October is also Bullying Prevention Month, and each week we'll show you a different anti-bullying video produced by our students over the last couple of years. This week's video comes to us from Bellevue High School.
What's going on, man? Nice book. Sucks to be me. Yeah, it does suck to be you, man, because you're a nobody. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes a nobody, okay? I'm not going to leave you alone. Just stop walking around my schoolhouse like you think you're somebody, okay? All right, buddy? All right, buddy?
About 90% of children have some experience with verbal abuse.
These guys, they're such geeks, man. What's up, gentlemen? Huh? What's up, gentlemen? What's up, man? Y'all need to get a life. Nobody like you.
Victims of verbal abuse often experience behavioral and personality disorders.
Look at this kid. Watch this, dog. Watch this. What's up, boy? What you reading? Huh? Dog, you're such a geek.
Why are you reading this?
Why are you in school? You can't even read. You can't read. Why are you in school? God, you're such an idiot. No, sit down. What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? God, you're so ugly. Oh my God.
Victims of verbal abuse, please call 1-800-962-2873.
Since 1988, schools and communities have been participating in the annual Red Ribbon Celebration.
The National Family Partnership's goal for the annual event is to use the Red Ribbon as a catalyst to mobilize communities to educate youth and encourage participation in drug prevention activities.
As you can see, the celebration is a fun way to bring awareness to the evils of using drugs.
Some of these local school events include Crazy Sock Day, to sock it to drugs,
Pajama Day, to put drugs to sleep,
and Sports Jersey Day, to tackle drugs. Red Ribbon Week is not all about fun and games, however.
Educating students about the dangers of drugs is always at the forefront, and students are encouraged to take the pledge to be drug-free.
The activities encompass an entire week, but the whole week can be summed up in 4 words.
Say no to drugs!
Parents have clamored for it. Yes, even demanding to know the latest information on their students. Well, with Skyward Family Access, parents in split households will now have access to the same student information independent of each other.
A calendar of upcoming events. They can get test results. Let's see, there's attendance as well as discipline. And from what I've been told, they can change contact information there as well, add or change numbers.
I think it's a great resource for parents. I think, having kind of like a lag of, interim and report card, you kind of don't maybe not know where your student's at. So having the ability to be able to go online every day or once a week, whatever you prefer, to see where your student's at is a great tool. Because if your student needing help with something at home and you can help, you have it at your fingertips.
A year ago, Marion County voters approved a referendum to fully fund art, music, and PE at all Marion County public schools. We caught up with Doug Yopp, a retired band director from Lake County and guest conductor preparing students for this year's all-county middle school band concert that was held last Friday. We got his opinion on the value of keeping music education a priority for our students.
First of all, let me thank the voters of Marion County for doing this, because that's just a fantastic thing to do. If we could do that across the state, I think it would be phenomenal. Music education has taken several hits over the last few years. Specifically, physical education, music education are the first things it seems that our legislators and our administrators want to cut from the schools. And what I try to get, the message I try to get out after 38 years of teaching is that the importance of the camaraderie that these kids have with each other, the education that they get, and music education isn't just music education. It is social education, it is mathematic education, it crosses all the disciplines, and it gives the kids a sense of well-being, a sense of teamwork, a sense of accomplishment.
The proof is in the pudding, as they say, and one select band member thinks it just might be so.
I've been getting better grades. I'm in higher classes now. I read more. I participate in more groups, and it's just helped me better as a student.
As a former head football coach at Vanguard and assistant at Forest, it should come as no surprise that even though he retired as superintendent, Jim Yancey can still be found on the sidelines.
Let's go full speed out there!
The former All-American tight end spent this past season as a defensive assistant with the Forest freshman team, coaching his grandson. Yancey's been on both sides of Ocala's biggest rivalry, which renews Friday night as Forest and Vanguard meet for the 45th time. The Wildcats lead the series by the slimmest of margins, 22-21, with one tie.
Just a reminder, Sunday, November 1st, we fall back an hour. Yes, this is the good one, when we get to sleep an hour later. So don't forget to set your clocks back an hour Saturday night before you go to bed.